beautiful peeps, Jamaican youth here with another video. And in this video, I'm in Toronto. I'm watching the World Cup qualifier between Jamaica and Canada. And I've always wanted to watch a World Cup qualifier, you know, been trying to go to a game, but never got the chance to. Unfortunately, this was the game I got to go to, and I say unfortunately because Jamaica ended up losing. I'm a huge fan of Jamaica's football, you know, and I came out expecting to see, or hoping to see, all the stars that Jamaica had. They didn't make this trip. Leon Bailey especially, big fan of Leon Bailey, but you know, as a fan of Jamaican football and not really an expert in it per se, not really an expert in football analysis or anything, but just being a big fan, was definitely disappointed. Been watching Jamaica, you know, since 98 World Cup, since before that really, but really started taking a big interest in it since 98 World Cup. And you know, this World Cup qualifying campaign looked very promising. You know, we have all these stars, the Mikel Antonios, the Rafael Morrisons, the Andre Grays, the Leon Baileys, the Shamar Nicholsons, you know, and I could go on and on and on. Bobby Reed, all of them, you know, and we just never showed up for this World Cup qualifying campaign. I mean, since the Gold Cup, if you think about the 4 games that we have played in the Gold Cup, you know, the 3 group games and then the 1 quarterfinal game that we lost to Costa Rica, up until this World Cup qualifying campaign, which we have played so far 13 games and only won 1 game, Honduras being the game that we won. It's just been a miserable time if you're a Reggae Boys fan. If you're a Jamaica football fan, it's been a miserable time, and I don't know what we need to do to turn things around. You know what I mean? I like this coach Paul Hall. You know, the previous coach wasn't getting the type of results that the fans were looking for, so the Football Federation got rid of Theodore Whitmore and, you know, got a new coach, Paul Hall. He looks like he has a good you know, philosophy in terms of developing a team and in terms of the type of system he wants to employ, but the jury is still out as to what his capabilities are or will be moving forward, you know, with this team. It seems like Jamaican football fans are not having a problem per se with the players, but is with the structure of the football, the football federation, the structure of how football is run in Jamaica and the seriousness with which we take it. You know, and I have a lot to say. You know, I'm not a football analyst, I'm not a footballing expert or, you know, anything like that, but I have a lot of feelings on how the football should be, you know, from the Jamaican Premier League come right up to the most professional players we have playing abroad. You know, it just needs a little bit more seriousness. I don't know that Jamaica has started to take football as serious as other countries in the world, and even in this World Cup qualifying campaign, you can look at some of the things that some of these other teams have done to be where they are, Canada being one of those teams, and compare it with how we have dealt with our football in Jamaica. And if we are to be honest with ourselves, we have not really done our due diligence. You know, we have not really taken this thing as seriously as we need to, and hence the predicament we're in, where we have all these quote-unquote galaxy of stars. We have really good players, not necessarily all of them represented in this game against Canada, but in general we have a really talented pool of players this qualifying campaign, but we cannot show up, we can't win, we can't put the ball in the back of the net. We don't have that mental toughness that will get us results that will qualify us for the World Cup. And it's unfortunate. It's frustrating and unfortunate because it almost seems like a wasted generation. I mean, Mikel Antonios was once the leading goal scorer in the English Premier League. And, you know, obviously as the season gone on, that has changed. But still one of the top strikers in the world, but we can't even use him on a bigger stage, a larger global stage such as the World Cup. So it's unfortunate. So I don't know who will hear this, see this video or hear this, or who is interested in Jamaica's football. But man, we need to take this thing more seriously. And my personal thoughts is the Football Federation needs someone who is more serious about Jamaica's football in the position of president. And I mean, again, I'm not a football expert, but just from what I see, the president of the Football Federation right now, good guy, but he doesn't seem to be very passionate about the football. I don't get that from him, at least. And you don't have to necessarily play football to be passionate about it, but you still at least need to show that you are vested in it. You're capable. You're passionate. You want to see the success of it. I mean, if he is, it doesn't translate. I don't get it. But something needs to be done, and I hope this doesn't happen to us again. I hope we don't find ourselves in this situation again, where we have so many great players across the globe, and we still can't put in a decent showing of ourselves when it comes out to World Cup qualifying time. And we know we have some other things coming up. We have the CONCACAF Nations League coming up. We have the Gold Cup coming up, maybe next year, or 2 years. And then we have the under 20, qualifying, World Cup qualifying coming up. We need to take this thing more seriously. We need to have better structure. We need to give all players a chance to prove themselves. And we need to have chemistry. We need to have a football system. That we need to have a football philosophy that's clear on the field. We need to possess the ball more. We need to put the ball in the back of the net. And those are issues that I look on the field and I say we need to address. But as an overarching issue, the structure of the Jamaica Football Federation, I don't know how a president is chosen. I don't know the day-to-day runnings of it, but it's not working. Whatever it is that they're doing is not working, and some change needs to come about. So I'm going to leave it here. I was happy to be able to watch a World Cup qualifying match, especially abroad. I've watched Jamaica play in Jamaica before, but never abroad. So this is my first time living close to, Toronto. So I was able to drive to Toronto and watch this game. But as beautiful as the stadium is, as happy as the Canadian fans were, I walked away very disappointed from this game. So again, not a football expert, but if somebody hear this and can, influence something in Jamaica, I, as well as many other football fans, Jamaica football fans, this is a miserable time for us. You know what I mean? We have a galaxy of stars. We have a lot of good players, and this is what we can't win more than one game in the World Cup qualifying campaign. Come on, it's unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. I watched when Taylor Twellman was livid at USA not qualifying for the previous World Cup, and it I don't know, it definitely helped to push USA in a different direction, and now they're on the verge of qualifying. We need a Taylor Twellman moment in Jamaica's football. That is the level of seriousness we need in Jamaica's football. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm out. I'm about to leave the stadium by this point in the match anyway. So I'm just deviating from the content I normally do. But until next time, there's more to the world than where you live. I still got to travel to Canada to watch this. So peace out.
Well, there you have it. There you have it, everybody. Canada will qualify for the World Cup, and they deserve it. I mean, a very technically sound team. They have stayed at the top of the table of the World Cup qualifying campaign, and they deserve everything they're going to get. The BMO field is going to explode. I came up here to Canada to watch this game because I've wanted to watch a World Cup qualifier with Jamaica since the qualifier started.